Jacob returned home to find the house quiet and the kitchen cooking. Even the dishes in the basin are cold. Washed the photo, threw the briefcase on the table and went in. Room. He saw his wife Victoria hugging Stella in his arms while little Elena slept next to her. Jacob called me. Why are you still sleeping at this hour? Wake up and cook. I'm hungry. Victoria is tired. Tiredly, he opened his eyes and looked at the two drowning children. In her sleep, she answered her husband. Now both of you are bothering me. Especially. Stella made me carry her in her arms and put her down. Is it crying or is it Elena? Don't ask. Not me. I don't know what to do. Let's go cook. Let's eat. Yes. I'll hold the baby for you. You can go ahead. Put yourself down to bed. I'm tired from working all day. I'm so tired. I have to let you rest. Victoria said. Then Jacob lay down on the bed to play. Sound game in phone as Stella startled and cried. Victoria continued. Oh, Mom. Suddenly. Be good. Be good, Mom. I love you, Mom. I love you. Stella cried for Na. Also got up, leaving Victoria's mother behind to look at Jacob. Then told him to sit up and make 2 bottles of milk. Breastfeeding and hungry. I'll buy it tomorrow. The milk is always sloppy tonight and that's it. I'll make it too. I'm in the game. There was no way out. Both of them clung. I'm like this. How can I go so fast? Go away, Jacob. Annoyed, he shouted. That's all. Staying at home to take care of the children doesn't work. After that, what the hell can she do? If you don't cook rice and water, you won't cook dishes. If you don't wash, now it's time to make milk for your baby. Also ask me how you can be a wife and mother. Do something. Again listening to Jacob's words brought tears to his eyes. Victoria fell down, her cheeks wet and her hands trembled. Angry Jacob is different than he is no longer. The young man that year she fell in love with him. I forgot my promise with her. Changed. Today my child was sick and cried. Having to hold the baby in your arms without resting for long periods of time. Not even going to the bathroom for a minute. Dare to be away for so long. She thought I was going to work. It's so good. How much pressure am I putting on you? Do you understand? Everything is money, money, money. Everything is dumped on this guy's head. To eat the clothes she wears must come from this guy's money. Did you do it? But you still complain about her. Good, you go to work, go, 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 Victoria said in. 2 tears are flowing. I'm still so young. Look, Jacob, I'm going to work. I think. I want to stay at home so much. Why did Mom say leave Mom up? Looks like she can't stand Jacob's birth. Even if one goes back to his hometown. He won't. After all, miss, what do you want? Tell your mother to leave. I also understand that you and your mother are not compatible. When I'm old, I have a mother's way of taking care of my grandchildren. It's not scientific anymore. Jacob, I'll do it. How can I rest assured that I will hand over my child to my mother? She raised me and didn't give it to anyone. She said, it's funny, isn't it? You act like you're one. I know hundreds of them. She's so good. That's why her 2 children went to the hospital all the time. You're so good at it too. If you're good, do it yourself and don't ask me. Victoria asked my child. It's not. I can give birth to your child by myself. Maybe so. It's not Miss Howdo's fault. Jacob. Prevent it for another 3 years and then release it. But also came out 2 separate ducks crying crazy. My whole head is so fed up with this scene. Then Jacob finished speaking and stood up. Took the car and drove away. Going out to a bar with friends who don't care about their wives. How is my child? Not paying attention since morning. Until now, Victoria hasn't given up anything. The old man hugged his 2 children and cried like a sudden rain. Remembering that the 2 of them were thirsty for milk. They ran away, mixing a bottle of milk and looking at the little milk left in the box. Her tears could not be contained. Not having money was truly humiliating. Victoria remembered. A few years ago, she was working as an employee. Business with a stable salary after that. She fell in love with Jacob. Jacob is very sweet. On rainy days, be prepared. She wears a raincoat when it's hot and it rains. Cool water was brought to your room for you to drink. The 2 fell in love, but when Jacob came home, Victoria came out to her father and did not agree. He said, He looked at Jacob because he didn't like Victoria. So he didn't let her get acquainted again. But Victoria was determined. With my love, maybe Lute goes out. With Jacob secretly loving him despite her father. Fiercely forbidden. Only now did she understand the sentence. Say fish don't eat salt. Rotten fish. I argued with my father. A mother with 100 ways and a spoiled child now regrets it. It was too late for her to run away with her Jacob. I thought her father would think again. Agree to their marriage. But before he could get over his anger, there was a storm. Stop by and your marriage is gone and you have it. Stephen had severe morning sickness and had to take time off work. All expenses are shouldered by Jacob and Stella. Na is constantly sick every 1 or 2 weeks. Carrying my child to the hospital again. Victoria wasn't enough. Milk must be given to both children. Quarrels began to happen at times. More turns but probably a big nightmare. The most she had to go through were the days. She stayed with her mother-in-law in the countryside to take care of her giving birth. Because of the surgery, the wound was very painful. Stella and Na, very annoying. She held Alina's arm around her and just fell asleep again. Continued to carry Stella. Her mother-in-law did not help. What can I do to help but always say day. In the past, she was born 2 days ago and did all the housework. But she still has to go harvest rice now. I was so happy when Jacob came home from work. She rushed back to work non-stop. I was just doing housework and smiling at my mother. Stephen and his mother are completely different. Her husband hasn't come back yet. Her husband doesn't understand. She was lazy and let her mother do everything like that. No matter what she said. He wouldn't believe it. I don't believe my mother is like that. Victoria thought that she would try to endure it. Wait a month and then she will return home but no. During dinner, she said she found Victoria extremely miserable. So it will be a nightmare to stay another month. Officially starting from here her child is newer. 1 month she had to go back to see her mother. Husband was fertilizing food and luckily she came home. If not, I don't know what will happen. Happened again, she explained to her mother-in-law. She argued that they were hungry and wanted to eat every day. In the past, my husband also fed me like that. But still, she scolded Ms. Egg. Asking is smarter than a duck telling stories and telling stories. Her husband scolded her and sent her back to the countryside. Of course her husband sided with his mother. But had a huge argument with her. That time she cried a lot but clearly. Pain. She also has a wonderful sister-in-law. She always defends her every time she and her husband are married. Delilah always argued and comforted her like a sister. Sometimes the intestines give her some vinegar. Hundreds of thousands Jacob buys and eats whatever she wants. Many times she wanted to hug her child and return to her father. But then she didn't have enough courage that day. Resolutely follow the call of your heart. Running after what she calls only love. Most of all, she abandoned her aging father. Alone. Now she has no face left. Come see Dad again. Instead of returning to reality, Victoria took out a pillowcase. Around Stella and Elena run and cook dinner. Eyes continuously looked at the 2 missed tears. Falling so much so late at night knew Jacob. Came home in a state of intoxication. The bed immediately vomited and then rolled out. Sleeping without knowing what the sky, moon, clouds, and wind are. Victoria cleaned up the vomit and mixed the beaker. The milk for the 2 of them to drink was intermittent. Can't sleep every night if I want to carry it. Full sleep the next day is Sunday. Jacob got a break and Victoria settled down thanks to him. Look after the kids so I can clean the house but. After 8 o'clock Jacob got up and changed Victoria's clothes. Asked Delilah if she was going to work today too. I went fishing with Paul. They invited me. Go fishing and then make a few cans or something. Let's leave it another time. Today I'll take care of the kids. Let me clean the house and then go to the market to buy some. The children have ready-made food in the refrigerator. If you bother me, I'll cook rice. I promise. They're all gone so I'll just let you lie there. Let's get to work in the tiny house they have. It's okay to worry about Stella and Elena for 7 months. Then he knew he was crawling all over but he missed one. It's very dangerous. Please call to say you're busy. We have many occasions to meet each other but no. If we meet today, we will meet another day. But when you're gone, how can I look? I just did the housework. Here Hannah spoke softly so Jacob in. The desire to go also became hesitant to look. I came over and saw Stella and Elena pinching each other, so I decided. He was about to stay home, so he took out his phone and called Paul. Paul said on the phone, "Where are you going?" Then hurry up and wait for you too. I have it. We can't get to work and go first. Hey, this guy was unanimous yesterday. And now Jacob doesn't go. So what's the point? Is your wife nagging you about something? Oh my God, are you afraid of it? Jacob said hesitantly. Not afraid, but the 2 children, Kay. I have to look after him and help him go to the market to cook rice. Come with us another time. Paul, encourage Jacob's children to eat and drink. Women have so much, but they can't do anything anymore, and I'll slap her and break her. The mouth is there, but it's just a matter of looking at it and leaving it all alone. Come out with us and get some good stuff. I wouldn't regret it for the rest of my life. But still. But please hurry up and say something else. If you don't go, you're a coward. Jacob, wait until I come over, okay? I'll have to see it. Men's figure, but tough to go up to the house. There must be a roof to turn off the engine. Jacob told Victoria M. Go to the market quickly. I'm going with the boss. What's your job? Do your job. How do you know? Let's go. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. He was scolded again. There Victoria sighed and said he was going with friends. Is that right? Maybe the wife and children don't care. Are you as important as your friends? Are they with you? All my life I can't spend one day. How can I give you a wife and children? Jacob, I'll do it. Jacob, I'll go with my boss. Don't teach me. Delilah always takes care of women in his life. Leave your children alone and talk less. Why don't you? I have the right to say that you are my wife and my mother. Of his son Jacob, interrupted Victoria. She is the wife of my eldest daughter. And even my mother is still alive. If you don't care about me anymore, what status do you have? But judge me, but I'm with you. It's me, so why don't I get my back out? As a parent, you should be a little more reasonable. Grumble. Jacob sneaks out to get the car keys. Tried to run away but was held back by Hannah. Say it out loud. I'll stay home and take care of the kids. Jacob glared. Eyes spent trying to determine if today you still. If you're determined, we'll get a divorce. Can't stand it anymore. Then, Victoria finished speaking and let go of Jacob's hand to let him. Freedom of choice. But Jacob was invisible. Figure out Victoria's importance as well. I don't really care about my 2 daughters. Jacob basically thought, smirking and turning the car around. Victoria only said that temporarily. But now, if she depends on him like that, then divorce. How can he live? Jacob was wrong. Jacob pulled the gas out of the house that was the heart. Victoria's also voiced her decision. Free yourself and Jacob. Victoria. The 2 children went to the restaurant across the street to buy food. The meal for me went home and she sat down to eat deliciously. When you're full, put your clothes in your suitcase. Carrying her 2 children away that day, she knew her. It must be strong and simple once, or else it will be miserable. All his life, as far as Jacob went fishing, were just trees. The excuse of people who are bored with rice and crave pho. Pull each other out to sing and share the fun. Next to a girl with a sexy body. Jacob was lost and heaven forgot him. I am a married person who has forgotten. Lost a 100-year appointment with someone. Then, after the orgy, Jacob returned home through the door. Jacob cursed loudly, but no one answered. The house was extremely silent. Usually Jacob's eyes were on his phone. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Where is Victoria going? Did she really run away from home? But think. That was also quickly dismissed by Jacob. Victoria doesn't have any relatives left to do. She relied on her mother, who passed away early, and the 2 of them were doting together. I'm sure she will. If she didn't go there, she would get angry and leave. Leave me. See how long she can go. Your mistake. Women are too trusting of men. It's yours, and you'll see what's wrong with men. Often the woman next to both Jacob and Victoria both made that mistake and kissed. Their victims just ran into a dead end like yesterday. The next morning Jacob woke up and still went to work. As usual, no worries at night. Where are Victoria's parents and her children? Jacob is still there. Thinking that she would come back today. He would still have to scold her. Let's force her to apologize. Hoang just sent him home and everything happened. Unlike what Jacob thought, the house would still be finished. An inky blackness of space. In silence so cold it was cold. Perhaps Victoria and her 2 children have not returned yet. Jacob is angry. I was so angry that I took out my phone to call her. But no contact at all. The call is also the sound of the switchboard echoing. To the subscriber you just called temporarily. Can't contact you. Please forgive me. Please call back later. Jacob cursed. If it's good, then it's fine. Don't go home, you bastard. That day, Jacob bought a lunchbox to eat temporarily. But how can restaurant rice be as delicious as homemade rice? Victoria is very picky about her food, so she ate less than one. Half threw the lunchbox aside in frustration. Open the cigarette pack and light it in your lap. Filled with anger for a day or two. Passed, but the silhouettes of Victoria and her mother were still absent. There was no sound for the first few days. Everyone called Jacob. Every event comes on time. Jacob. Very comfortable. Do whatever you want. Need to worry about anything in life. As if in a dream, but coming home at the weekend. The door is dirty and there's no one. Clean the dishes for a few days. She didn't even bother to wash his clothes. Also piled up in the basin without bothering to wash. Even the restaurant's rice was so boring that he caught it. Thinking of Victoria. Thinking of her dinner plate. Cook to your taste and think about it. Her clothes were ironed. He just did the job. Bring in even the shoes you wear. Polished by her. Feeling sad, Jacob turned to alcohol. Having a beautiful girl by his side only makes Jacob happy. Momentarily when alone in the room, Jacob felt very empty. Lack of self-esteem right now. Cover up everything Jacob stubbornly refuses to find. Victoria is stubborn even to herself. Or the day will come when she gets paid. Money without his wife by his side. Jacob continued. Work and have fun with your friends. Within a week, my salary was almost gone. Food outside cannot swallow clothes. Hiring someone to do the laundry until I get it back is lacking. That lacks that, but because of character. Even though he was respectful, Jacob accepted it without saying it. Turns out my wife was criticizing me all day. The need, but where is she now? Jacob. Call Valentina. What should I ask? Did your wife call me today? It's okay. There's nothing you two are arguing about. Right? I'll go to Jacob to breathe in a little bit. My mother and I have been gone for 2 weeks now. I didn't see him back. Do you know where he went? No. Valentina will scold you again. Do it. Are the silver coins scolding him? No, I didn't scold him or anything. I left alone, but Valentina yelled at me. What's wrong with my phone? Jacob, where is it? A family of 100 children is so miserable that your mother doesn't know. I love him and even raised my voice to scold him. Now he couldn't stand it, so he left. You live alone. Let me tell you the scene. Yes. Are you my sister or his sister? Defending it like that is not the point. What kind of medium is it? It's a waste of money and I'll give it to my mother. No matter how much. It's not enough just meet face to face. Asking for money like I owe his house. I asked. Can you tell me how much you can do normally? 10K more money in general. The word 12 to 15K rarely exceeds 15. Then how much do you give him? Jacob answered her. Average, but usually 5-6K for it. Go to the market and pay electricity and water bills and diapers. If the milk runs out, I'll buy it. Valentina laughed. On the phone, Jacob asked her, smiling. What's so funny? I'm taking you off 5-6K. Yours is so big. Do you really know? Products now. Dad, do. How are you? Cam. 100,000 can't buy anything. Not to mention seasoning, fish sauce, salt, shampoo, rice, shower gel. Gee. You guys think we're holding money. Is it so happy? Why do we have to think about it? Types of how to make ends meet. That month, but I think I'm tired from work. I'm so tired, but I don't think I can sit still. How come I didn't say you weren't crazy about money? But your wife is many times smaller. You are so tired and not happy. It's okay, Jacob. I'm a mother. I understand. If he's good, he'll be lucky to still be able to breathe. On her face, it's as annoying as Elena and Stella. But there is a lot of time wasted between going to work and work. I still choose to work. You keep talking too much. Up in the past, People gave birth to dozens of children. It's good farming. But in the past it was different from now. They are not the same. But compare them. If you think like that, then you will live. I'm going alone, so I'm free, so I'll turn off the phone. Hey, what are you doing? Come clean the house. I'll go to the market and cook for you to eat. When you go out to eat, you pay nothing, Ms. Valentina said. I'm too busy and don't have time. You can hire me. Hourly maid comes to move out. Okay. Valentina turned off the phone. Jacob sighed. Where's the money to rent? The restaurant. Just looking at it was scary. Jacob looked at it. The ruins of the past 2 weeks, then clicked his tongue. Rolling up your sleeves. Cleaning is just cleaning the house. It's okay. It's nothing terrible. But the truth is extremely cruel, little house. But Jacob took forever to clean all this. There's that huge tub of clothes. Half of it was a white shirt that Jacob wore to work. Because it's been left for a long time. It's darkened and smells bad. The stench was hard to smell. Jacob rubbed it until his hands were covered in it. But still not clean, and unconsciously said, Victoria, why does this baby never get clean? Come in. See. Hey. After speaking, no one answered. Jacob smiled. Wait a minute. Victoria's gone and she's not here. Called Jacob's nose suddenly stinging. Jacob's heart also ached a bit. Go out the door and light a cigarette. Took a long breath and looked far away. White smoke has enveloped Jacob. Also quickly disappeared like life. That happiness quickly fades. After all, there is only one left. It's just Jacob. That afternoon, Jacob took the car and drove over. It was more than 4 o'clock when Valentina's family ate dinner. Mr. Stephen also just got home from work. Mr. Stephen is Valentina's husband, is the director of a company. When the garment company saw you coming home, Jacob planned to invite you. Play a few games of chess while waiting for Valentina. He refused to make dinner. He sat down to play. Come with the kids. I'll go in and see for your sister. Cook? Jacob asked his sister in surprise. I can't cook, so I have to help. Mr. Stephen smiled gently. Of course. Cook. Okay, but I'll be happier with you. See. Sit down and play. You cook very quickly. Jacob was surprised by Mr. Stephen Duong. Is a director who works a few dozen times a month. Why don't you come home from work and have to go to the kitchen? It's so hard to answer the questions. Jacob asked in his heart. Walking closer to the kitchen to look. See what they did. Jacob saw what Stephen was doing. Valentina sat behind the two of them. Happy story? He asked. Is your wife happy at home today? Jacob? I think there's nothing fun about staying at home all the time. Hiding around the kitchen all day without going anywhere. So happy that Valentina smiled and answered him. Stephen, that I'm going to the market to see my friends today. We went for a drink and then went to eat, and told the story. The story of the old days when going to school was very funny. But he now works at an extermination company. Is that apricot flower Kenneth? I met him the other day at the company. He cooperated but was too busy to just say hello. Just a few sentences. Yes, it's Kenneth, brother. I heard him say he just bought a house near the market. Yes, his wife is so pretty that she can talk too. She's cute too. She's the same age as me. Much younger than you. I look at the corner of my eye. I have wrinkles already. Jacob frowned. Kenneth is not Valentina's ex-lover. How dare she talk like that? So what about Stephen? But not Stephen. Are you jealous or what? You know what she does. You're younger than me. I think you're prettier. There's no one else who can cook well. I can't get over your wife. Valentina, laughing all the time. Stop your eyes. You know your own wrinkles. But don't make me delusional. Oh, I said. Actually, in my heart. My wife is beautiful. Most of all. Valentina's eyes were bright with happiness. Fortunately, she even threw a vegetable stalk at him. The two of them seemed to have just fallen in love. The two have been married for more than 10 years. When they got married, Jacob was never sweet to them. Victoria was like that until it was time for him to take care of dinner. Put the rice on a tray and then brought out a bottle of wine to invite Jacob. Let's make a few drinks to warm up. It's been Jacob's last fortnight. Jacob's family ate 2 bowls of rice at once. After eating, Valentina and the children went to their room. Studying downstairs, There were only 2 people playing. Mr. and Mrs. Stephen asked the couple, "How are you?" She finished the glass of wine and returned it. I said I hugged my child and left. But I didn't either. If you don't know where to go, why don't you go find her? I raised my 2 children alone and ate and slept. Jacob wanted to find Victoria everywhere. But still, if you keep your mouth shut, leave it alone and I won't go home. Concerned about him, Stephen has been smiling like that ever since. Open it, you see the single life. I think it's normal. Is it really normal? It's usually okay. I think you're not okay. It's usually like that in your heart. You are the one who understands best. But I have some suggestions for you. Ladies, they are much more disadvantaged than us. Sacrifice your health to give birth to their children. I gave up my entire career to retire. This is the way for us to develop. You must love and respect your wife. Many people asked him why he became a director. But no matter how big or small, I always ask her opinion. Mr. Ann just smiled and replied with his wife's last name. K person standing shoulder to shoulder next to me is the person who shares the same joy and suffering with me. I have to respect her and be patient with her. There's nothing wrong with being afraid of your wife. Don't be humiliated. Letting your wife cry is the only thing you deserve. Think about it. You are a person. If you're smart, you probably understand the problem. Where is mine? Jacob bowed. Stephen's face sighed again. Say you want a happy marriage. Stand in each other's position and think right. Who knows? Lower your ego. As you where is the fun that only makes you happy for a moment once he's gone. It's not about failure or illness. Is there anyone besides your wife and children? He thought. Be careful what you say. You're more than half alive. Human life also experiences many things. In this life, family is still important. Especially Stephen also said many more things. Jacob has never seen Stephen's heart again. Just as reasonable as today. Yet in the past, my mother kept criticizing me. Russia is poor and evil. So much effort. Now he sits in the director's chair. He also loves Valentina unconditionally. It's true that women are better than each other when it comes to husbands. No more than 9 o'clock Jacob left in a fit. The rain suddenly came and hit Jacob's face. It was so cold that Jacob didn't bother wearing a raincoat because it's not as cold as it is now. Because I got kissed in the rain for a long way. Later, Jacob had a fever and was shivering. Had to take time off from work and lie alone. Who buys medicine or cooks porridge? Jacob remembers. One time I came home from drinking and vomited. Victoria hurriedly ran to cook porridge for him. If he coughed lightly, she would run away, buy medicine and force him to take it. Once he still had it. Shouted at her to leave it there. I'll drink. I'm grown up. You're not a child to keep talking like that. I can't be bothered to death. Now I want to be bothered. Even if it's as complicated as before. It won't work anymore for a few days. Now sick eating erratically so Jacob. I've lost a lot of weight and my beard looks awkward. I want to scrape off the discarded cigarette packs in the house. There's no one to clean up. The money's gone. Jacob calls. Please lend me a temporary loan. Paul. What am I doing laughing hysterically on the phone? I have money to lend to you this year because of the epidemic. It's difficult for everyone. Yes, I know. What's wrong with you? I haven't seen you lately. Are you coming with us or are there any goods? It's delicious so I hide it and play alone. Right? No. Jacob took a frustrated drag of his cigarette. Paul's words row them something as boring like. The snake gave birth to a baby and the wife took the baby in her arms and left. Who knows where to go? If that's the case then let it go. Go. I hate the type of woman who sulks the most. Just carry the clothes back to tomorrow's grandmother's house. When you get back, you have to endure a bout of homesickness. It's not a market that I want to go to. If you want to go home, then come home and see my wife. If I don't say one, I won't dare say two. There must be a clear hierarchy in the world. Be rude to me and I'll knock your teeth out. That's horrible. I'll turn it off. Here he continues calling a few friends. But everyone shook their heads and refused to speak. There is no money to lend to Jacob. At that time, Jacob received his registration certificate. The court sent him a request to come forward. The divorce was decided because Victoria filed a petition with Jacob. holding the paper but dumbfounded. The paper was light. I'm sorry, but today it's so bad. To the point that she sat for a long time before opening her mouth. Smiled faintly. It seems like you were so wrong. Then, on the appointed day, Jacob appeared in court. Soon. I just hope to see Victoria to apologize and look forward. She will think again, but Victoria comes. With a cold face, Jacob quickly ran to pick her up. Nam decided to apologize and used his 2 children to hold on. Pulled her, but Victoria said to hold her so she can get used to it. Lee, that day, I bought a child for you to raise. I know how happy it is to raise children. Victoria, I know I'm wrong, so please don't. I'm sorry for leaving you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Mom, and please don't leave me. I beg you. Please, Victoria. To the pleas of Jacob, Victoria didn't care. She went straight into one. Squid wanted a divorce and she said she would raise a child. 1 child, Jacob, if Jacob wants to raise both. She also agreed not to block words and actions. Victoria's decisive action made Jacob reel. The sweat poured out like a shower, but slowly. At first, the court still reconciled them and allowed them to return together. Victoria, tell me, don't worry, I'll pay you back. Be free and happy like you always wanted. At that time, I wanted to eat and sleep with someone comfortably. Much more. We have no assets. Besides Elena and Stella, which one do you want to raise? I follow your wishes. Mr. Victoria, please think again. I already know my crime. I promise. I will amend everything as you wish. Please withdraw your application. Is it possible that I am a female? 1 place away from my 2 children. Why do termites have 7 months? Victoria? Smirk. I also know that you are still young. How do you know you shouldn't divide? Leave your children. Why did you always do that? B-mouth. I sent Stella back to his mother to take care of. At that time, why did he speak so loudly? Now I'm slapping myself in the face. Mr. Wrong, then please forgive me this once. Victoria, I promise to treat you well from now on. With me and my child. I won't make you sad anymore. Promise. Victoria smirked. She smiled, but tears were red. He promised that day. He also promised. It's a lot. But in the end, I have it. I can't do it. Being stupid once is enough. Okay, Jacob. This time I'll take your position. I'm here to swear to you. Victoria, I haven't noticed you in the past few days. How important are you to me? 1 more time. Baby, look at me looking at you. I want you to hold that. Victoria laughed, came close to Jacob's ear and said a few words. Never. Now that she finished speaking, she got into the parked car. Let Jacob beg behind her to abstain. Decide and teach Jacob a good lesson. It was Jacob's part to take the car and drive home. What do you think about the inn lying there? Victoria said, seeing her determined look. Jacob was very worried, so he called Valentina. Thanks to her, she advised Victoria to help Valentina. Scolded Jacob on the phone for a match. Sorry, I know it's my fault, but she doesn't. Please forgive me. What should I do? Can you fix it? Victoria listens to me. I called her to say a few words to you. Go, I beg you. I tried calling, but I couldn't get you to call. Zalo, she's still active, but she blocked you. Okay, let me go. Try calling. See, Jacob is very happy because before Victoria and Valentina is very close, like siblings. Jacob's meet. I hope Victoria will listen to you. Just withdrew the application, but Valentina called. Again. Rue sadly said that he said it and he didn't change it. Where can I change my decision? He told me to prepare. How can I take care of 1 child? Okay, I've been paying attention before. Ever. Yes. Before that, Victoria was also. I've never taken care of a child. But it's instinct. Being a mother forces him to know that. I say, let me tell you first if I can take care of a baby. It's not easy. Sometimes I want to go to the bathroom. You can't do it. Then you will understand what Victoria had to go through. Is it as good as you say? Valentina turned it off. Jacob also dropped the phone to the floor. He suddenly fainted and fell down. Fainted when Jacob woke up and found himself sleeping. In the hospital, the hand was given fluids. See around, people are talking. When asked about her sister, Valentina immediately asked the province. Okay, what's wrong with your body? Where does it hurt? Call the doctor. I'm not in pain, but I'm hungry. What do you want to eat? I'll run out. Can you give me rice noodle soup or rice porridge? Yes. Wait a moment. I'll go buy it right away. Bin ran down to the canteen to buy a lunchbox. Serve delicious ribs to Jacob so he can eat them without forgetting them. Buy a bottle of filtered water for my younger brother. Big without his wisdom at giving. For Jacob. Jacob asked, who brought you here? My sister. The landlord called me to tell me. You fainted, so I ran to get you. What did the doctor say when I went to the hospital? Valentina hesitantly ate and then talked. There are also moves she noticed the difference of. Sister Valentina feeling worried because of you. Bin has always been very straightforward and has nothing to say. Jacob never asked in a roundabout way. What's going on? I'm waiting for Jacob to eat. Sister. Bin seriously said, you must be truthful. Calm down and listen to whatever I have to say. Solution. The doctor said you have cancer. The second stage is like a horizontal lightning strike. Jacob's ears widened in surprise at what happened. Ms. Valentina spoke with her mouth stuttering. Stop. What did you just say? I have cancer. Jacob laughed and shook his head in disagreement. I don't accept it. You're kidding me, right? No. How can you get cancer? Valentina is in good health and sighed. It's just the second episode and you can still fix it. Don't. Is there any fear? Nowadays, medicine has advanced dramatically. Don't worry about Kai Bin Luke's serious face. This is not a joke. Who would bring it? You have too much health to joke like this. Valentina sat down next to Jacob. Softer voice, the doctor said, you're right. Abstain from alcohol and tobacco completely. Drink healthy and exercise in moderation. Then it will be possible for Jacob to sit and watch. The hospital bed he never thought about. I will be related to the evil disease. This guy never thought his wife would give up because of her illness. When Jacob almost collapsed, the doctor examined him, said the same thing as Valentina had to. Only alcohol, tobacco, and alcohol can be treated. Got this fatal disease on the way home. Jacob's family sat in the car and said nothing. Even Valentina knew Jacob was in shock. Opening the invitation for Jacob to come to his house to stay for a few days. But Jacob refused and just remained silent. Go back to your house and close the door and lock it up. I thought for a long time myself. Suddenly it rained outside. Every grain fell on Jacob's hair. Feel cold. The next day, she went to work overnight. Insomnia causes fatigue and dark eyes. While eating, my colleagues asked about Jacob. Honestly, tell me about your medical condition. After hearing this, he comforted Jacob. The sentence warms the stomach. But when she goes to the bathroom, Mrs. only know their true face. Especially Paul. Paul asked the person closest to Jacob. People are smoking cigarettes. Hey guys, Jacob has lung cancer. Is that right? What stage is it? It says stage 2, but it's cancer. Water is dead. But what house can live? If you have money, you can live longer without it. Money just dies so soon. These days, everyone. Do you think it's strange? The way it's dressed? If you're slovenly and like to work, you'll pay for it. Being scolded by the boss all the time must be it. I know I'm sick, so I'm scared. But just ignore it. Why do you care? You're very close to him. But wherever I go with him now. What are you talking about so casually, being so close? I don't have any money left, but I can still play, so I'll tell you guys. I know his wife left him. That's why. That's what he looks like. That's what he looks like. It's so stupid that whatever I say, it listens back to me. I also love girls and always cheat on them. It's an old product that Steven created, but he didn't know. What the hell? You're stupid, Paul. Laughter echoed in Jacob's bathroom. Unable to restrain himself, he rushed out and punched him in the face. Paul's strength was so strong that Paul was surprised. Falling back, Jacob grabbed Paul's shirt. Continue punching a few more times until you get it. The person who pulled out was still madly cursing at the guy. My dog plays with you wholeheartedly. That's you. Why do you treat me like that? What are you? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You're dead. Go die. Going to Paul after standing up was not enough, but rushed forward and punched Jacob repeatedly with both hands. Jacob was now held tightly by the other guys, receiving a terrifying punch from bloody Paul. Blood flowed out of my nose and mouth, but no resistance was at this time coincidentally ranked. They went to the bathroom, so they let them go. Jacob came out. Jacob didn't know his boss was coming. Frantically fought back against Paul's actions. That's all. Jacob caught his boss's eye. They were all taken to the director's office to talk. The story of those people being on the same side should blame all the sins on Jacob's head. They all said in unison that Jacob took the initiative. When it comes to fighting, Paul just resists. The boss's own eyes also saw Stephen's behavior. Jacob's aggression at that time should be blamed. Jacob was destined to be an employee of NHU. Jacob did not dare to argue with the matter. Behold, Jacob understood the true face of these people. The person to whom Jacob devoted all his time. Via Mr. Stephen is right. Encountering something new. Know who you are and who you are. Jacob has almost no friends at the company now. Talk to everyone and do everything attentively. Do my work and then drive back to my room. Learning to cook for the first time in the kitchen. Damaged that and that to spoiled that vegetable or not. If you know how to cook, all you have to do is open Google. Look up the first few days when rice doesn't last. The paste is sometimes made into food and then distributed. It turns out that the rice has not been plugged in several times. So Jacob always thought about Victoria. He created one. Another Zalo Nick texted her to apologize. So much begging, so much, but Victoria. Just read and don't reply to any messages. Really want to break up with Jacob. Then the next room resounded with singing. Yes, no, keep lost, don't look for stars that are similar. Jacob's situation at this time was too difficult. It was raining outside and Jacob burst into tears. My heart was filled with regret for the quiet time. Maybe it passes like falling autumn leaves. Fell onto the dry and rough roadbed. He received a court order again. The court's second mediation this time. Victoria arrived with her hair cut short. Light shoulder makeup with orange lipstick. Felt accentuates white skin but is double. Sad eyes covered the days of planting. Hundreds of cream-colored shirts. Pair with glossy black pants and boots. With a coat over it looks Victoria. So beautiful. Yes, Victoria used to be so beautiful. Once made Jacob's heart skip a beat and pursuing fiercely, but having food and clothes. Victoria's money for children to bring spring beauty. Her smile took away that bright smile that day. Cruel times are people's hearts are broken. Unfortunately, Victoria has no intention of changing. Jacob also stopped holding on to his decision. Pulled him to agree to divorce and raise baby Elena because both agreed, so it was very fast. Resolved by the court. Neither of you, if you have any assets, everything will come to an end so quickly. Baby Elena in Jacob's arms was shocked. A dream of divorce and then we are strangers. I used to love you as my father. I'm still your mother, but no longer call each other familiar words. Finished and kept her own memories. Hug Elena, go back to your room and put your bags down. There was a piece of paper. Victoria gave advice about Na's eating habits. Jacob looked at the girl and then looked back at the house. Who will take care of the children so I can go to work? Who has food? The more Saw Water thinks, the more he feels. In the end, Jacob called Valentina, asked for Valentina's advice and ran over to see the situation. The picture shows father and son hugging each other. Valentina sighed. Ask Jacob what you plan to do. Why don't I know what to do? I can go to work now and send it privately. It's also 1K a month not including diapers. More milk if you send me. I'll find it for you. If we hug each other, will we starve to death? It's so small. It's so pitiful to send. But I know. But we have to send it away soon so it can become independent. Soon there was no other choice but Jacob himself. Who is to blame for causing these things? Okay. The first few days, Jacob took time off work to keep it. Nah, a 7-month-old baby who can't speak yet. Jacob, I really don't know what she wants. If you cry, go make some milk, but that's it. Refused to drink even a diaper. How many times did it take to get it set up correctly? She was so upset that she kept holding her but just gave up. He fell down and cried until Jacob's stomach was hungry. Feeling sad to go to the bathroom but having to hold it in. Jacob at this time, remember the times when Victoria had messy hair. Then though he dismissed her. Pretend now you are experiencing what she went through day by day. Month is not one but two. The aunt also cooks, washes dishes, and irons clothes, shirt and many other nameless things. He wondered. Why can Victoria do Valentina? Say yes. Maternal instinct made Victoria like a Superman from day one. I've never heard from Jacob that Victoria was sick. I haven't seen you say you crave that thing, Kay. There is no need to buy new clothes for a good wife. That's how you don't know how to appreciate it. Losing Jacob again felt regretful and his heart was numb. Called Victoria's name but only the cold night came. Perhaps. Well, Valentina found Elena a captain. Private babysitting for children from 6 months and up. They accepted Elena for $12K a month. Pick up from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. drop off if possible. Late pickup will incur an additional charge. Crazy about work and pickup time. When Na returned home, she busied herself with cleaning and washing. There were days when Jacob and his father didn't have any clothes. What to eat because Elena cried and picked her up and carried her like that. Yet after more than a week Jacob looked tired. Seeing people go down because of lack of sleep. At this point, Jacob wished he could. It would be nice to come back, but in life, there's no such thing as going back in time. That time will never exist forever. Like tears ever flow, reverse flow. In no time, more than half a month has passed. At this moment, she was really tired and had dark circles around her eyes. Because of lack of sleep. One day he even fell asleep. In the company, I was scolded by my boss and asked to be fired. Work because he hasn't been able to concentrate on doing it lately. Is it unusual to come in late and leave early? Ensure Jacob's work progress. Jacob just knows. Sorry and promised to fix it, but me. Heaven once again puts Jacob in a difficult position. Na was sick and the teacher refused to take care of Jacob. When you're not sick, you'll be able to take care of yourself. Jacob, I don't have any more permission to take a break anymore. Then the boss scolded Stephen and asked him to come out. Valentina looked at the father and son, shaking their heads and asking, wouldn't it be nice to see less than 100 children? Jacob? Jacob collapsed like a noodle and collected his younger brother. I take care of Elena. Help me less when I say it all. If I'm sick, I'll let you go to class again. But I won't take a break. I could do it again. If only I had Victoria now. So good. I miss her and Stella so much. Know where she and her mother are now. This path is yours to choose. From the beginning, you appreciate it, so there's no excuse. The fact that I didn't have clothes in the past. See which one is not straight. And now, is it any different from a read now? It's so wrong. Jacob, I know, but Victoria, I won't forgive you. I texted you. No matter how much she believed. She did not answer her sister. She must hate me so much that even I hate her. I hate myself for being so stupid. Bad friends leave my wife and children all alone. In the future, Hannah will be happy and have someone compensate for the hardships she had to go through. Then Valentina asked, why don't you? I think you have to change to attract her and her child. Come back to your side so I can have brave parents. Where are you? Are you that useless? Jacob's question made Jacob cry. His eyes looked up. Yes, why didn't Jacob think of it? He will change, will conquer. Victoria won. Jacob's eyes lit up again. He smiled softly. Go up. Received encouragement from Ms. Valentina. He seemed to have more motivation to start practicing the process of winning back Victoria's heart once. From that day on, he officially quit smoking. I buy gum every time I think about medicine. Is to take a pill and chew it to satisfy your cravings. It was a little difficult at first. But Jacob believes he can do it and concentrates. Focus on work during lunch break. Take the opportunity to call Valentina to see the situation. By Elena. Fortunately, it was in Uncle Ben's hands. Behaving well until the afternoon. Jacob came to pick up Elena. Smiling brightly and joking with his father. He was not tall. Gak Nhu moi stayed to eat a bowl of rice every day. Jacob's company refused to buy me any food. Then leave it unsatisfactory. Elena. Hello back Ben. Let's go. Jacob, hold Elena. Raise your hand and wave. Put on the belt and carefully go home. Elena's house. Eat at Valentina's house now. Jacob, Just cook food for yourself. In fact, Jacob still gets food when he eats with his sister. It's okay to freeze it. But Jacob, want to practice your cooking skills. I also want to understand the hardships Victoria had to go through. Maybe now Jacob. The cooking wasn't good, but Jacob didn't give up. Will definitely try my best to find it. Love day. That's the life of a single father like never before. Now the hard work is over. Jacob was very tired at times. The most tiring were the nights when Elena cried. Embarrassed, he couldn't hold back and hugged the baby above. Jacob's tears also flowed down his face. There are times when you want to give up everything. Came but luckily Lee Tri pulled back. Get your own ego time. Gradually passed, so it's been 3 months for Jacob and Victoria. It's the end of winter and it's almost Tet. A little bit of sunshine warms the cold winter. Jacob called the previous year's office to ask. Check your health status, then talk about work. He and Victoria but didn't have time to talk about their ages. Blamed him for reconsidering and teaching his wife. I've been gone for only 2 months now. Call me and count the strawberries on your fingers. People call every day to check on their parents. My husband often sends me medicine cakes. Promoted to my husband's parents but still have him. Ms. Lean clicked her tongue a few words and then spoke. Next, to be honest, I regret it. The abominable Flower is a gentle and obedient girl. So good at roasting, but in the past he refused. She married the village head nurse and gave birth to 2 children. Both boys and girls are both fat and smart. Not like 2 ducks touching your house. Is to go to the hospital to suffer from suffering with what you say. CH never listens. Jacob interrupted my son's song. Which one is not me? Mom, don't compare. So compare the sins of grandchildren with those of whole children. Victoria, because I find it suitable for you. Mother, if you love your child, please love her. Don't. Did you say such sharing words? The old woman was surprised every time she said that. This kid is always on the side. Why is it like this on your side this time? Or, what did that child do? The old woman cried. What's wrong with you, my son? You're the only one. If you don't pass the exam, you won't be able to pass. It's your mother again. Jacob, I'm very pregnant. Your head is finally not the same. Stranger, oh my God, I'm so miserable. Look down and see what your mother is saying. What is it that makes me cry? That's what I suggested. Well, that's all the soldiers said. How will my parents live in the future when they get old? Mom, rest assured, Victoria is the one who knows. Your story is not perfect. He knows. Mother was no longer worried about the matter. I'm not at home. He's talking to Mom. It's so rude. I don't know. You like it here. What's the point? Jacob doesn't want to fight. I don't argue with my mother anymore and don't talk funny. Divorced people should say a few words and then hang up. For Elena sleeping alone, Jacob is wandering. It's really lonely in bed. Craving Victoria's scent. Craving to hear her. Talk about craving for a hot tray of rice with bowls. Cook sour soup with braised fish. Now, Ms. What is he doing? Emotions rushed back to Jacob. Call Zalo by phone. Text me. Victoria, he asked about Stella and wanted to meet her. As well as letting Victoria visit Elena this time. Victoria replied that she agreed to this weekend. Meet. Then I'll give you the address. Na sang no need. Stella and I will. Jacob knew that Victoria didn't want him. Even if he knew where she lived, he wouldn't dare pounce. As soon as she agreed to meet him, he was happy. Then, thinking about the weekend, Jacob woke up very early. Let's sweep the house clean today. Jacob's condition was so happy that it felt strange. This feeling is like the first love. I'm going on a date. Back to back. Nervous female. 8 o'clock. Victoria carried Stella to death. Bring some toys to Elena. That's right. There's nothing like what you and your mother just saw. Victoria. Elena stretched out her arms to carry Jacob and carried him. Stella. When Victoria passed Stella to Jacob, a gentle fragrance rushed in from her body. Your nasal cavity is really comfortable. Then this is the scent of perfume that I love. Even Jacob liked it very much. Gentle and refreshing like nature. Victoria's way. Elena, you've been good lately. No, Jacob replied, probably because he didn't understanding what his child wants. Jacob sometimes tries it on purpose. Said that, But Victoria Neon replied blandly. Slowly. You'll understand. It's okay. It takes time. Hannah. Victoria didn't let Jacob finish his sentence in a hurry. Mouth continued because she knew what Jacob was about to say. Did you eat anything this morning when you woke up? I gave you and Stella milk to drink. Probably not. What should I eat? I'll go buy it and take it home. Let's eat. Stella and I will eat. Eat soon. So, what's wrong? I'll take care of the baby for you. Please go. Buy nutritious porridge for your children to eat. Jacob took the car and drove to buy porridge. Buy meat and fish to cook rice. Today I will show off my cooking skills to Victoria. See, Jacob had a flat tire when he got home. Park the car outside the alley while I walk. Carry your belongings home when you arrive. In front of the door she saw Victoria cleaning. Quickly put down your arms and legs. There are still 2 small children. Then play together and retreat to a corner. Sneaking a look at Victoria. Is she still in love? I felt sorry for him, so I helped him clean the house. No. Jacob crept in step by step. Victoria's back was cleaning the kitchen, so she didn't. Or Jacob is approaching suddenly. She hugs him. Victoria hugged her from behind very tightly. His face into her back took off. Victoria's voice, I miss you so much, I miss you so much. Victoria awkwardly waved. What are you doing? Leave me. Come on. I'll hug you just a little bit. Wife. Is your wife crazy? Who is your wife? I am no longer your wife for several months. Okay. I'm wrong. I'm not. I can't live without you. I need you. My child cannot live without you. Please give me a chance to redeem myself. Back to the mistakes that I made with my brothers. Hannah, please forgive Stella and forgive me. Go. Emmy smiled and said there was no one missing. No one will die. You can rest assured. Time will make you adapt to everything. Something like this is good for both me and me. I hope you guys can meet each other. Okay? Leave me alone or I'll leave right away. Jacob. Not daring to move. Slowly let go. Slowly leave the body of the person you once knew. The British apologized to Hannah for not responding. Quietly poured porridge into a bowl and fed Elena. Na obediently sat in the chair and ate deliciously. Don't disturb anything I gave you. Eat. I'm going to cook. Okay. Hannah didn't answer. She probably did. Agreeing, Jacob crouched down to make him miss Victoria. Likes to eat steamed fish on a winter actually. Outside, Victoria also watched. According to Jacob, how Jacob clumsily made a fish butt. Still holding back from helping, she had to. Jacob can only grow up. If not, let Jacob experience him forever. Understand her hardships. Happiness comes from 2 people together. I struggled all day to build it. The settlement of British fish and vegetables began. Victoria rushed to cook outside and play. With the 2 children, the children giggled. Hannah also smiled happily and looked at them. A happy family with a broken heart. The 2 were tearing each other apart to finish cooking. Jacob. Take a shower and then carefully serve the rice. Carefully gave Victoria the biggest piece of fish she could eat. Try it to see if it fits your taste the first time. Eating the fish Jacob cooked made me feel very happy. But Victoria didn't seem interested. Blandly but normally answer, you know that. It's not delicious, but I'll try to eat it. For now. The meal passed quickly and Jacob took a break. Take the 2 kids shopping for clothes because also. It's almost tet. 4 people went into a pants store. The baby's clothes were completely finished when there was a call. Call out that voice. Both Victoria and Jacob. They all turned to look at Victoria and smiled at Kevin. Are you going shopping for clothes too? I'll take you there. Buying things for my niece. Luckily, I met Victoria here. Victoria is going to buy things for you. Stella. Remember Uncle Kevin? Kevin bowed. Victoria. Jacob asked, cradling Stella in her arms. This is Kevin looking at Jacob looking at baby Elena. Then answer, I'm Kevin. Your classmate. Victoria. Jacob also introduced herself as me. Stella and Elena's father. Jacob. Kevin nodded to Vanga. Hello. Kevin turned to talk to Victoria. The other day I forgot my clothes. His mother Stella cleaned it and then his mother Jacob. I invite you to come over for dinner tomorrow. I called you in the afternoon but I met you there. Here, I'll tell you what chance there is tomorrow. So tomorrow is my mother's birthday but it's simple. Mom told me to tell Stella. I definitely have to go there. Pick me up. Yes, what time is it? I'm around 5. At 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock he came to pick up mother and child. Okay. Tomorrow my aunt will also be in the country. Besides, she said she wanted to see you. Yes. Okay. Kevin rolled his eyes at the pants. Shirt hanging in the store, then choose two. The princess dress was given to Hannah to see. Can my Stella wear this? Sure. It's very pretty, isn't it? Hannah nodded. Oh, pretty. So he's really sharp-eyed. Elena. Stella. I wonder how beautiful my two lords are. Is the prettiest. Kevin said. Uncle Kevin gave these two princesses Jacob at this time. I couldn't help but quickly expressed my gratitude. Thank you for your good intentions. But please buy it for me. Your family will go. We bought it for you. We are. Jacob took two dresses from Victoria's hands. Returned it to Kevin, making Kevin bewildered. What's wrong? I gave it to my children. Jacob's jeans were flowing. Jacob said to me, you can buy it for your child yourself. You don't have to. Don't worry. Jacob has one hand. Baby Elena has the other. Hand pulled Victoria out. Victoria. You asked. What are you doing? Just looking at things. Isn't this a nice place to go to another store? It's not too bad. It's beautiful. I'm not Jacob, but I know a shop. This is so beautiful. Let me take you to Victoria. Admittedly, Jacob was jealous, but he remained calm. If you don't know, just keep your distance. Jacob didn't ask him anything about that. This made Jacob even more afraid. So he tried to send it. Change interest, all kinds of like new photos. Flirt. She's just different now. Victoria doesn't. She's also an innocent girl who's easy to please. Now she is the mother of two children. You have to think carefully about your indifference. Victoria makes Jacob yearn for her even more. I'd better buy clothes for the two of us. The four of us took each other home. In the afternoon, Victoria hugged Elena. Jacob said goodbye and left. Please stay and eat. I cook very quickly. No need. I have an appointment this afternoon. Name just now. Is there any problem? But Victoria, let's give each other a chance. Come on. I promise I won't neglect you. His child promised to be good. But Victoria remained silent. 2 minutes before paying. The opportunity is still there. No one will take it. Or snatch anything from his older brother. Just Jacob eagerly asked, what do you mean? I'm just one. Life is too long. I don't want to live because of colds. I don't even have other people's senses. If you want to live your whole life, you have to rent a house. I don't care about money every month. Want temporarily. Having finished speaking, Victoria carried Stella out of Jacob's house, muttering, a life is too long and I don't want to spend the night. Jacob teased a lot. Look at Elena. Say, I know I have to try harder. Moreover, it takes hundreds of thousands of efforts to get it. Could give Victoria and her children a life. Feel free to think that Jacob works at the company. Very serious work with colleagues. And the boss were both surprised and became serious again. Still working hard. When work is over, I run back to pick me up. Na bathed the baby, fed her and slept. Jacob pulled out the paperwork from his part-time job every night. I also struggled until late at night to finish the days. Na precious. It is considered that Jacob was awake all night. White finished the job Jacob had won. The main field is speaking and communication. Nyat An always takes advantage of that opportunity to receive. Interpreting for other companies because of the end. Every year, every company has a lot of work thanks to that. But only in the last month of the year Jacob earns quite a bit of money in his hand. He stopped by. Go to the jewelry store and buy one for Victoria. The pendulum and then asked her to come visit me first. When I return home to celebrate Tet. It's actually today. Victoria's birthday. I want to give it to her. A surprise, but Jacob's joy also quickly disappeared when Victoria refused to meet. But Jacob saw Victoria posting photos. Go to Zalo and go out to eat with friends. Including Kevin. The two of them even took separate photos. Beaming photo of Kevin holding Stella as if they were. Is a family of Jacob's heart like 1,000. The needle stabbed back and forth. Adding a layer of salt. Angry at Jacob, jealous, Jacob called Victoria. She didn't pick up the phone, but it was also unintentional. Jacob saw the address in Toy's photo. It was a bit blurry, but I finally found it. Okay, so I ran there, but the staff said Victoria table has paid and left Jacob Sat absent-mindedly in the car, looking at the vehicle, shaking my hands. My heart seemed to be in pain. It suddenly rained with raindrops. The cold seeping into Jacob's face was really cool. The bracelet in my hand is not cold yet. Give it to her. So why are you here? Victoria's voice. Was her voice. Jacob quickly raised his face. It's true, Victoria, he happily asked me. Haven't come back yet. How do you know I'm here? Asked like that. Elena. Where is Elena? At my sister's house. Valentina also. Older brother. He suddenly remembered the gift in Jacob's hand. I was about to give it to Victoria when I heard a loud noise. Kevin made Victoria shrink back. Not yet. Stella is sleepy. Kevin is holding her. Stella walked towards Jacob and Victoria's place at this time. Jacob looked even more bewildered as they waited. Just a moment. I'll be right out. Yes, I'll go. Go to Victoria and go straight inside the restaurant. And Jacob immediately approached Kevin and said. Suddenly turned to baby Elena's father, but at this moment suddenly. I was so sleepy that I got angry and refused to go over to Jacob. Carried him and put his head on Kevin Lim's shoulder. His eyes suddenly became sleepy and he left them to the child. Baby, go to sleep or he'll get angry soon. It's very difficult to coax. Just say it like you understand. I'm so sorry, I'm your father. Stella, I don't have Jacob. But the baby is sleepy. If you want to hold him, there will be many other opportunities for Kevin to stop. Definitely not letting Jacob hold Stella and definitely hug her. Chop Stella and turn away. This move made Jacob extremely unhappy. What do you mean when you do this? Anyway, I have a sentence I want to send. Hey man, you've made Victoria suffer enough. Please, leave her in peace. She deserves one. Life is much better. Don't do it. Bother her mother and her 2 men too. Looking at each other, 4 eyes are like 4 bullets. I can shoot and kill my opponent. There's no need for you to take care of my affairs. Stop talking. Kevin laughed. I'm just giving my opinion. So listen or not. It's up to Mr. Benjamin. When the speaker reached this point, Victoria came out to Kevin, smiled warmly and asked Victoria if she had electricity. Phone no. See Hannah shake your head no. The staff is crisp and neat. But you can't see it clearly. We were still taking pictures just now. That's really strange. She asked Victoria if I was lost. Phone Victoria. Yes, Kevin gently. If you say it's over, don't be sad. I'll go buy it again for another one anyway. It's too old and the screen is broken. Now let's go home. Stella is very sleepy. Then Victoria regretted it because it was electric. Her and Jacob's double dialogue, but Jacob was early. Replacing the new generation is better. Only Victoria is the one. I still have many pictures of the 2 of them. And also pictures of Elena Stella as a child. Things that for Victoria was extremely precious as she breathed. I'll go first. Victoria finished speaking. Kevin's feet walked towards the parked car. Kevin already carried Stella and walked ahead. The car door was ready for Victoria to enter before opening it lightly. Gently hand Stella over to Victoria to handle all actions. She looked very carefully and memorized the 25 Tet holidays. The capital was crowded with people and carriages. People returned to their homeland in the house. Jacob folded clothes and suitcases for his 2 dads. I'm leaving tomorrow since the day Victoria passed away. Her phone was unreachable. Victoria didn't want to meet or talk. There is no other way but just try your best. Jacob never stopped working for a second. You still don't want to give up on Victoria. Forget what she said. One life is too long. She doesn't want to be temporary. Jacob will try his best. The intention is to try to be famous outside. The footsteps stopped at the next door. Jacob's voice reminded me of my visit. Can I have a moment? Jacob suddenly interrupted. Both happy. Victoria, come in, my sister. Put Stella next to Elena. Take off all your clothes. Jacob stammered. What do you think? Nothing happened to Elena's baby daddy now. Stella looks like she's gaining weight. Little Elena. Before yes. Stella has gained 2 pounds. This is so good and doesn't get sick often anymore. Sleeps according to schedule and Elena misses her mother. Not happy with adults carrying 2 little babies. Stella has now gained weight and is much plumper. Its cheeks are plump. The red dress suits her skin tone very well. White and faintly fragrant. Fake lychee water and Elena are worse off than Stella. But Victoria also tried to endure her. It's so heartbreaking. But your child is so natural. How could she not be in pain? Holding the child in her arms, kissing and kissing everywhere, turned to Jacob and said, "When I go back to my hometown, I'll go home tomorrow and you'll be my father. Does your mother know about us?" "Haven't said yet. Can you let us two celebrate Tet with me?" "Okay. My mother doesn't like girls. I'm afraid that wherever you go to dinner, I'll come back with you." His father let me take the two children back to his hometown to meet them. "Grandpa, you haven't had one before. It's okay to see you. But let me give it to you. My mother and I returned home and I took care of Hai alone. How can I? No need to bother me. Mom and me." Jacob could walk on his own but moved closer to Victoria. The voice is deep and warm like ancient earth. "Don't say it's strange. So your mother has been gone for a long time. I visited my father and took this opportunity to ask about his health." "I'm fine, Dad. You know my dad doesn't like it. You're already divorced. You don't need it. Don't be shy. Just worry about me now. There is no difference between good and bad society. Just let me take you and your mother home and you can go to the dining room. I will go right now to kidnap you. The tricks are also sophisticated." Victoria was very scared when she heard it this morning. Read about the drugging incident on the bus. So because she was afraid that Delilah belonged to the two children, she nodded and agreed to meet tomorrow. Set out to visit Elena for a while. Just got back but suddenly that night Victoria sneezes continuously and has a runny nose. When it got hot, she quickly asked Jacob to go buy heat. The plan to check on her was that she had a slight fever. Victoria coughed again and asked worriedly, "Yes, does she have a fever?" "I have medicine. I don't have a fever reducer at home. I have a few packets of it. Here's the fever. Boil a pot of water. Let me clean it up. Someone gave me some towels too." Yes, I'll do it now." Victoria picked up the baby and started. Annoyed Stella began to cry. For Jacob and then use a warm towel to cool coax the baby for a long time before she can. Willing to sleep in Jacob's arms. Looking at the clock, it was already late so I suggested, "It's very late. I'll stay here tonight. Nor can I return as a child." She was sick so Victoria stayed. Little Elena and Jacob gave her. Stella slept. The two children slept. Then there were two left. Adults sit and look at each other in the space there is. A little embarrassed, I said no. "I'll go. Buy some for me to eat." "Okay. I'll cook a bowl of noodles." "Okay. You go to bed first. I'll eat with you. I'm also hungry and Victoria is going to cook." But Jacob stopped me from resting just now. Now that I'm tired of carrying the baby, I cook very quickly. Yes, a bowl of noodles with a fried egg. But Jacob felt so warm that it was normal. Victoria felt even better that night when she slept. With the child in bed, Jacob slept on the ground. It was very late but Jacob did not sleep. I looked up and saw Victoria still awake. I asked what you've been doing lately. "I have work. If it's too hard, I'll just do random things." "It's not that hard. My brother still works there. Old company, everything is still normal. But since you left I've noticed a few things. Something he should have received before. If he had come out sooner, maybe he wouldn't have died." The two of us were silent for 4 hours until only the sound of heavy exhalation remained in the depths. Both of our minds were extremely confused that night. Very long the next morning Elena not only the fever doesn't reduce, but the fever gets even higher. Crying more than last night. My hands and feet are covered with spots. Red dots. So Victoria said, "No, she has a high fever. Maybe I have to take him to the hospital. I'll hurry up and take a few sets of clothes." Clothes with milk diapers. The whole family of 4 carried each other inside. Nearby clinic. The visiting doctor said, Na covered her mouth with her hand and had to stay behind. "Watch the baby whine because she doesn't eat. If you drink milk, you will cry less and ask your mother to hold you." During the afternoon, Jacob carried Stella until the afternoon. The doctor just sent me home. Make a follow-up appointment in 2 days. So, is that Victoria's plan to return home is unrealistic? Now my child is so sick that he has to stay. Following the plan, I was planning to go for a bit and then return. So Victoria didn't bring any clothes, but when the two of them slept, she ran back to the room to get it. Her clothes went to Stella as well as the milk. Extra diapers for baby to wear throughout the day. 2 days passed like that in the old room. Via Elena can only drink a little more. Neither child could eat rice or porridge, play together and laugh loudly. The room is already 2:08 tet. Jacob still hasn't returned, so I can't wait to call my child. When Hannah's son saw this, he told him to go home. Pull your mother. Look, Jacob shook his head. I'm so sick. Why don't you leave me alone? Okay, if you don't come back this year, then next year. There's no chance of going back and I want to go back. Then our whole family returned to Victoria laughing together. Those sad eyes. My mother doesn't like them. I have known it all along. But what are we anymore? Hannah's words made Jacob feel pain. Jacob came to hug her. Took Victoria with a deep voice. Down a few English steps. Sorry, I'm sorry, now I'm sorry too. It's no longer effective and that's it. We paid off all our debts to each other. Victoria gave it to us. You have a chance to correct your mistakes. I'll give you 1 year. Just 1 year. Okay, I'll let you and your child have one. Life is better than a year. I'm sorry. There he went and said he was afraid that person. I took you away. You can let me in. In a year from now, I won't know anyone. Okay, I don't promise anything. Please leave so I can sleep and leave. Victoria. Jacob risked his life to turn Victoria around. Kissed passionately on the lips. Victoria resisted Jacob's grip. Tightened Victoria's body down to not let her slip away. Losing Victoria's resistance was like a fish playing tricks on her face. Water, because basically she no longer had the strength to drink it. Which is against Jacob but which seems to be one. After that, she also unconsciously hugged Jacob. That night the two of them blended together later. The months apart from Elena. Suffering from limbs, mouth. So Valentina came to visit and also advised. Stay and watch because the long journey is tiring. Then separating the two children is also a sin. So this year Victoria. Jacob has a big meal here. When Victoria wasn't paying attention, Valentina nudged her. Jacob's role came and he took it. Whether it works or not is up to you. I know. Don't you dare tell our parents. Get a divorce. I know. Come on. Do it. Yes. Please be careful on the road. Jacob's kidney came back from the market to buy food. On Tet, I even bought some peach branches. There is no Victorian atmosphere. Saying nothing, she focused on taking care of the two of them. It's just a small thing. On the morning of 29, Kevin came to find me. Hey, Victoria is taking a bath. Jacob asked him to come here. Why should I go look for Victoria? She's not there. Here Kevin glanced at Victoria. Jacob's sandals. She brought another pair and he left suddenly. And here she is. And here I stand. Wait for her. If you want to wait. Go to the shop. But wait for me, Jacob. She's not here. After finishing speaking, Jacob closed the door in surprise. Kevin's house also plays music. Dancing for Elena. Stella. I was surprised to hear Victoria take a shower. Suddenly asked why it was closed. So, sir, the homeowner sprays mosquitoes at the end of the year. So Jacob himself closed the door to keep from flying. Please don't open the door. Kids. It's not good to inhale. Victoria thought. I really should sit down and brush my hair. Jacob spoke again. Victoria, my arm suddenly hurts. Wash those clothes for me. Jacob. Neither did Victoria's grim-faced face. Do you have any doubts? Agree to go in and open Sat Country. Coaxed Kevin outside to call a few times. No one answered. Adding Jacob's name. I called the landlord and said someone was there. The homeowner was in a hurry because he was snooping around the house. Go chase Kevin away. In here. Jacob is also. Quickly take Victoria's phone. After blocking Kevin, he took a deep breath. Luckily Victoria didn't find out. Love has to be a little petty. In the blink of an eye. It's already 30 tet today. There are a lot of cars going out to celebrate New Year's Eve. Jacob turned to Victoria and said, home tonight. Let's go celebrate New Year's Eve too. I'll give it to Na. Let's go watch the fireworks display with Stella late. It's been a while since the two of them could stay awake. This year it was sold at 9 o'clock. I'll give it to you. After watching it, I went home for Tet and I went instead. Put on your clothes and makeup. I'll change you. With this, Jacob was so considerate that Victoria also agreed with them. Pass each other on motorbikes slowly. On a crowded street and find a place. Watch the fireworks display at exactly 9 o'clock in the sky. The sounds echoed and destroyed colorful flowers. It blooms so beautifully that everyone takes it away. He turned around and Jacob leaned over, kissed Victoria's cheek and smiled softly. I've never seen destroying flowers so beautiful. So we spent a few days of Tet together with Hannah, gradually reducing the distance from Jacob. He was happy, constantly having to entertain my parents and children. It was also Jacob's first year without drinking alcohol. On Tet, the whole family gathers together. Served hot rice once Kevin arrived. Victoria goes somewhere but Victoria refuses because I want to spend time with my children. One was the one that Elena just gave her for New Year's Eve. The two of them talked while eating. Jacob, I go back to work tomorrow, so this afternoon I brought Stella back to Elena. Also, I'm fine, but I'll come visit my baby. Do you bother me often? I don't mind at all. I want to go later. No matter what, my father and I will always come back. This is still Victoria's home forever. Avoid that statement by turning to give. The children ate and she still wanted to challenge Jacob. Another dozen or so hours. Endlessly spinning. Jacob is completely different now. Jacob in the past knew how to refuse fun. You have worked so hard all year long. Today, I was considered for a job. The working group leader's salary also increased. Nearly 3K, not to mention Jacob does it every day. Add the translation side to enter into contracts. Japanese for other companies come. More land brokers try their best. That persistence eventually paid off. His continued successful brokerage. Dozens of valuable pieces of land Jacob stood on. Borrow a decent amount of money from the bank. With the money accumulated over the years, I bought a house. In the alley. Jacob was so happy that he couldn't eat or sleep. He went to get a red book. Jacob called Victoria to cheat. Victoria said she was hit by a car without suspicion. Ran to the address Jacob said and saw it. I'm fine. Victoria was angry. Are you crazy? Tu Duong called me out here. Jacob smiled and held my hand. Victoria entered the house. Victoria was bewildered. Whose house are you taking me to? Jacob, come in. Then you'll know what's wrong with me today. So Jacob smiled without saying anything and led Victoria away. Around the house and asked my sister if she had it. What do you like or dislike about this house? Is it suitable for you? It's someone else's house, not mine. What do you like to do today? Just like that. Crazy guy. What's the point in the end? This time she took out the red book and gave it to her. Victoria, what is this? Look at it and you'll know. Victoria. My jaw dropped when I saw my name in the red book. She looked at Jacob and then back at the stuttering house. Asked if this house is yours. Jacob shook his head. Took Victoria's hand with affectionate eyes. No, this is our house. Suddenly, I took out a ring from my pocket. Kneel at Victoria's feet. Victoria's. Since when you left, I knew the feeling of losing something. Most importantly, how much pain he was in. It hurts so much that I cry at night because I miss you. I realize my life is without you. How meaningless he became. Victoria. Chopsticks. Must have two shoes. Must have one. Couples, like brothers, must have siblings. Let's start over from scratch. My wife. Jacob's face turned serious. Eyes containing 3 hopes and waiting longer. Victoria. She was very touched last time by Jacob. Do whatever she knows he tries raw. Victoria is very clear about why it's so hard. She told me, the heart must be strong for Jacob to grow. More, and today should she forgive. For Jacob. Then nowhere are the footsteps. Came the sound of applause along with the voice. Smile by Elena. Stella Vang. Up. Agree. 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 Victoria. Hey, Valentina. Stephen. You two are very talented. Na and Stella came out. Both of them still holding Ba Wa. Loudly ran to give it to Hannah Dong Tan. Call my parents. My parents. I don't know who's awake. Which Elena said in an unknown voice. Let Hannah's mother marry Jacob's father. Stella too. Say follow father. Jacob marry father. Jacob and Hannah now have no reason to. When she refused, she extended her arm so Jacob could wear it. Rings on Jacob like the male protagonists. In love, he kissed Victoria's hand. While holding it, he said he wouldn't let go. This must be more difficult. I swear Stephen and Valentina will give Jacob more support. Victoria Fart adds furniture with all amenities considered. Like all the days of his housewarming celebration. This morning, the old lady came up to celebrate Victoria. I was worried, but as soon as we met, the old lady arrived. Victoria took her hand kindly. Tell your mother to apologize for the way she treated you before. You're not good. I'm so sorry. Victoria was surprised that she didn't know how to answer that. Anyway, Ba 9 continued to talk about the past year. Mom, I thought a lot about my mother's stubbornness. Mom imposes on us but has never been right. Your position is something I didn't expect. I don't blame you for sending medicine. Every lock festival I send gifts to my mother. Even for my parents to ignore it for my mother to hear. Victoria, what did the old lady say? Why does Victoria have no idea what she sent? Where is it? Jacob blurted out and said okay. My wife and children don't mind. But Mom, I must promise from now on not to make things difficult for my wife. I already know that, child. Don't worry. Where are your two princesses and you again? Carrie. After all the suffering and hardships. The house was filled with laughter and laughter. The happy face pulled Victoria into his arms. Kiss her cheek with all your love. Lovingly and respectfully, Victoria spoke at this time. The truth for Jacob to hear actually. You're leaving. Stephen and Valentina helped her find a place to eat. Everything about the accommodation is arranged by Ms. Valentina. To change Jacob the whole school Elena learns. Victoria also works in it. So every day she does. Everyone sees their children only at night. Just give it back to Jacob and his cancer. The letter is also from Leah thanks to his best friend. Stephen scares Jacob to expose his friends. Bad helps Jacob open his eyes and move forward. Kevin is also very sincere. But still, looking at Victoria, I wish you happiness too. Bless you, Kevin said, just see you. Happiness means you are happy. Then the storm stopped and the rainbow appeared. Appear in the clear blue sky, Jacob, no. As for hanging out with friends, be active. Come home and roll up your sleeves to do the housework today. Whenever Victoria comes home late, there will already be rice on the table. Delicious sweet soup. The girl takes a bath and cleans herself. After all, Jacob kept his promise to love Victoria. Holding hands with her, we walked the remaining steps. Back of life.